Yo, yo, yo. It's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about semen retention, the lonely road. What do I really mean by this? The lonely road. When you decide to retain your seminal fluid and then be on your purpose, be truly on your purpose, you're gonna have a mindset shift, and you're gonna be a part of the 1%, the 1% of action takers, the 1% who want more, the 1% who are going for more, the 1% who decide to change their habits, change what they pay attention to, change the conversation, change certain things about them to get a different result. Because I mean, we have it, we have seen it time and time again. Guys go out and then they waste their money on booze. They get high, and they're just not really living as abundantly as they think they can be. And this is a big problem because they're not on their purpose. And if you're not on your purpose, you're known as a drifter. And I mean, if you're a drifter, your life is just going to be a lot harder because no one really is going to come save you. You pretty much have to save yourself. And once you know this is true, you're going to do everything in your power. You're going to do everything in your power to get better, to go for more, to become in the top 1%. Because you realize that no one's going to save you from your situation. Then the best thing that you have to do is save yourself. And this takes grit, and this takes balls. So once you go on semen retention, once you start going on being on your purpose, stop blaming other people. It just looks like it's gonna be a better future for you because you're actually taking initiative in your life. Nothing happens without you taking action. We have too much complainers. We have too much people who partake in bad habits. Somehow they're asking for a king's ransom in their finances, a king's ransom in the options they have with women, and a king's ransom in other people's reaction towards them. But they're putting in peasant work. They're putting in pennies, but we're expecting gold. They're expecting millions, but they're putting in minimum wage effort. And I mean, yeah, like, it just goes to show, like, who really wants it and who really talks about it. Because there's a lot of talkers out there. There's a lot of talkers. There's a lot of people who want things, but they're not willing to exert themselves to get these things. They're not willing to change their habits. They're not willing to change their mindset. They're not willing to do any of those things. And this shows in their results. This shows in their results. They're not committed. They have shiny object syndrome. They think they're not in love with the process. You got to be in love with the process, because I mean, being in love with the process is pretty much how you get the best results. Your life has to be a process, and you have to be in love with the process. And like I said, just like I said, when you go on semen retention, it just makes you your upgraded 2.0 version of yourself. Because like the people who overindulge in relapsing and spilling every second they get, they just don't have enough energy. And they tend to be a little bit more awkward. There's a correlation between you beating off consistently and you being awkward when it comes to women and interactions and confrontation. Because if you don't have anything to fall back on also known as falling back on your semen, falling back on something. You're just gonna look. You're gonna be soulless. You're not gonna have any energy. You're not gonna have any enthusiasm. You're not gonna have anything about you, and you're gonna be less attractive to people in general. There's a correlation between this, because semen is life force. It's actual life force. It has the ability to create another human being. So there's another human being that actually exists within you. This is your higher self. But if you keep relapsing and letting it go, it's just that you're just not gonna be as effective as you can be. And this will show in your results with money, business, women, relations, and things like that. And like I said, once you start retaining for a longer time, you're living from a higher vibration on life, and you're no longer lustful as you used to be. Because once you relapse, you start becoming lustful. And I mean, if you're lustful, you're just gonna be. She probably already has you. You have to start connecting with her on a different basis other than how she physically looks, to really connect with her. And then and then once you connect with her, I mean, things will just be a lot easier. But people want the physical connection before they have the soul connection. And I mean, if you don't have the mental or soul connection, it's just harder for you. It's harder for her to be comfortable around you. There has to be some sort of connection. There has to be some sort of vibe before you can really do things. And I mean, if you keep relapsing, you're just letting go of the things that the one thing that can help you get that vibe that you're trying to create. Because you really have to think about this. If you really wanted to change your relations with people in general, get the best from people, get the best from women, get the best in business, get the best in physical things and in your spiritual game, holding your semen will help you transmute a lot of energy into things that you need to do. And it's just easier to do this once you retain and change your habits and transmute your energy. Because if you relapse consistently, you just don't have any energy. And you're going to be looked at as a friend instead of a person that she can really vibe with. It's all about how the vibes are. If it's good vibes, then it's a lot easier. But if it's bad vibes and she's not comfortable, or the people you're trying to interact with are not comfortable, they're gonna start looking at the worst. They're gonna start being negative, and they're not gonna be comfortable around you. So it's best for her to be comfortable. It's best for you to be comfortable, and the best way to be comfortable is to be on your purpose and to actually know things and apply it, and do the things that you said that you were going to do consistently over an extended period of time. And this will help you become more at ease. This will help you attract better in your life. You will be part of the few on semen retention. You'll be part of the top 1%, and you will have your pickings in social settings and in pretty much anything. It's a lonely road because not everybody's on this vibe. They're too distracted. They're too distracted with booze, with distractions with news media. They keep lowering their vibration. They keep watching Netflix every day, and they keep playing 2K, and they just keep distracting themselves with entertainment. There's this quote that said, a mass majority of men distract themselves with pleasure to avoid the deep void of meaning they have in their lives. Like, you have to find out purpose, and you have to find out what your life means. And it's easier to do this once you meditate, retain, and try to do new things. Once you try new things, it's just easier because you have a feel for things that you like and things that you don't like, and then you can adjust properly. But if you never try new things, if you never take any risks, you'll never know what you like, and you'll always live in quiet desperation. Don't let that be you. Comment, like the video, comment, and subscribe below. Peace.